So here's a movie of my mind as I read your essay. I'm going to read it aloud to you and then explain to you what's happening in my mind as I'm reading it. My community park looked horrible, leaves everywhere, no flowers. Um, I think this is my community park looked horrible, leaves everywhere, no flowers. You couldn't see the ground because there were so many leaves, so one day I started raking and chopping up the ground for a garden. I kind of flowed together a little bit. I think you're trying to say you couldn't see the ground because there were so many leaves. So one day I started raking and chopping up the ground for a garden. Pretty soon my neighbors were belonging me to clean it up. By the end of the week, the whole neighborhood that by that month, we fixed everything. The park looked something. Then we started hosting barbecues, football games, and everything. My point is, all that it takes is one person to rally everyone to do some good for everyone. So I think this was pretty soon the neighbors were helping me clean it up. Then by the end of the week, the whole neighborhood. By that month, we fixed everything. The park looked brand new. Then we started hosting barbecues, football games, and everything. My point is, all it takes is one person to rally everyone to do some good for everyone. I think that you've got a good start here with an anecdote about a time that you made a difference. And I think when we add the punctuation in here and help you get those sentences divided so it's easier for me to comprehend, then we'll have a good start here. What we have room for at the next part of the paper down here is that in an expository essay, if you are going to use an anecdote, you have to then go through and show what your thesis is, that people can work together in a community park to make a difference. But then you have to explain why the anecdote that you shared is an example of how they made a difference. So we'd need to do some more work down in this part of here to explain what your thesis is and why this example is how people made a difference.